Who are you? And no, I'm not talking about that version of you that you put all that time, effort, and energy into being for everyone else. I'm talking about you. That unedited, unfiltered, uniquely brilliant you. Now keep that thought burning, because we're just getting warmed up. Welcome to Stay Connected. What's going on? I'm AG, and you've just stepped into Stay Connected, the channel where passion meets purpose and faith comes to life. And today is all about you. But I'm not talking about that you that shines in just the right light for just the right people to see. I'm talking about that you that's still tucked away behind that mask, waiting to be seen. But it's hard now, isn't it? It doesn't even seem like people want to know the real you anymore. And we're not even talking about all the stories behind the real you. I mean, who's gonna want to hear all of that? You know, all that stuff that makes you. But this isn't anything new. From every social media platform and timeline to every social circle, we've been playing this big game of guess who that no one could answer even if they tried. And this identity crisis we're stuck in, we've been asking ourselves the who am I question for ages, which is nuts. I mean, can you imagine how difficult it must be living life as someone other than yourself? Or maybe you don't have to. And while you're doing everything you can to make sure that you're creating this picture-perfect version of you that you think the world wants to see, guess who's loving all of that beautiful confusion brewing inside of you? That cunning counterfeit, Satan. And his hustle? Oh, it's on point and paying off in dividends. He's not only been able to convince us all that opinions make the world go round, but he's also been able to influence our deepest core values, our ideas of things like love and happiness, peace, humility, and family. He's got his hands in everything, to the point where he's got most of us believing that if our picture-perfect existence isn't trending for all to see, that we've pretty much failed at life, period. It's criminal how much overtime this wicked mastermind has put into trying to convince all of us that we need to be something other than ourselves. And his piece de resistance to convince every last one of us that our identity can no longer be found in God, but in this world. And there's only one way to stop that. Only one way for us to take our identities back, and that's by remembering who we are. But not remembering who we are in the eyes of anybody else, but remembering who we are in the eyes of Christ. Take a second to think about it. You're no light matter to God. He has meticulously shaped every nook and cranny of your being, every fiber of your existence. And not to squeeze you into some template, but for you to stand apart, for you to be that one-of-a-kind you. And somewhere along the process, we forget what our real mission is here. And here's a hint. It has nothing to do with impressing anyone but God. We're here to shine through His vision. The good news is that God's got you covered. He knows that the enemy is out there fighting his best fight to try to steal you out of the palm of His hand. But there's one thing that the enemy is sleeping on, and that's the fact that God works all things for the good of those who love Him and have been called to His purpose. So even when the enemy thinks he's got you backed into a corner, it's all a part of God's plan to help us recognize who we are in Him and who He is in us. No mask, no filter, just the truest version of you there is. And see, that's who God wants the world to see, not some primed and primed version of who we think we should be. But once you realize that no matter what you have, where you are, or what you do, as long as you're doing it in the skin you were meant to live in, you can overcome anything. So rest in love. Walk in peace and generously live as the most authentic version of yourself. Because you only have one opportunity to do it. And it's not tomorrow. It's not when the time's right. It's now. Let Him be that light that shines through you for all to see. And instead of waiting for that perfect time, or those perfect people, or that perfect lighting for you to show off who you truly are, the only thing you need to do is stay connected.